Hello and welcome to the first episode of Midwestern Shopping Centers. Today's episode focuses on Zona Rosa Town Center. This is a mixed-use lifestyle center that has gone downhill really far in the past few years. The Zona Rosa opened in 2004 with an extension opening in 2009. And what's very interesting is the extension to the property was the first to really go under, and there's only a few shops over there now. But here we are coming up on the clock tower, and we're still sort of towards the entrance. There's a few shops, mostly standalone businesses. But as you head towards the inside, it starts to get a little bit more packed. This video was taken during the pandemic, so things are a little not too busy, and it was also really hot out that day. Towards the front, a lot of the stores do okay. There are a few empty storefronts. They're gone now. Abuelos went under during the pandemic, but part of that was due to the fact that they weren't that good in the first place. It was all pre-made. Here's our first empty storefront. This was a You Break I Fix phone place, also known as Phone Medic. As you can see, I don't think it's really monitored much anymore. When the shady phone businesses start closing, then you know a place has really gone downhill. This is a random access tunnel that they've put so you can go between the main area and the parking facilities. Just a bunch of parking. And that's the sort of main area. Right. We have T-Mobile. This used to be a nail salon. I think this went under shortly before the pandemic. There's another empty storefront. That used to be a massage place. That closed before 2018. Used to be a massage envy. This used to be a Live Blue kitchen, promoted by the Blue Cross and Blue Shield, but they went away a while ago. Ideal Image, I think, is the only place in this building anymore, as Noodles and Company on the end went under a couple years ago. Of course, that kind of happens when you have food poisoning issues. Over there is a bunch of anchor stores, like Dick's Sporting Goods and Barnes & Noble. This is Bar Louie. Oh, here's another shot of Noodles and Company. This is Bar Louie. They went under during the pandemic, and everything is still up. You can pause if you want to read that. And everything is still intact inside. Reminds me a lot of Pripyat or Fukushima. Really eerie. Not much here to sort of talk about, but there's still a few cars. So right now we're sort of on the edge of the sort of middle area that has the most traffic. A lot of the places that have been gone for a while still have the leasing info on the doors. This used to be a Stone Canyon Pizza. They left due to high rent, which is something that has plagued this place for a while, and is why a lot of shops have left. Though, I've heard it has gotten better with the new management that took over in 2019, 2018, because the old management was so bad with money that they filed for bankruptcy. And they didn't pay their loan for over 10 years. That used to be a Planet sub. I don't remember when they left. Sometime around 2017, 2018, which is when everything sort of went downhill. Over there, that used to be a GameStop right next to an Amelia's, which I guess is a clothing store of some sort. They closed sometime between 2018 and 2019, and GameStop closed just this year. You can see all the planters which don't have trees in them. Things used to be worse under the old management, where they flat out just let the sidewalks decay. As you can see up there, those are sort of lofts and penthouses, which I can't even find a price for those, and I'm not sure how many people actually live in those. And some of them have just been converted to offices on sort of the fringes of the property. Here we come to, I believe, what is called the Children's Park. It's just a little square where you can do stuff. Topsy's had moved somewhere else just before filming, because they were there the last time I was at Zona Rosa, which is the third location they've been in. Some more shots of the children's park. So you can see all of the hand sanitizer stations. Those were put there for the pandemic. That is the town square. That is where a few concerts are held, some festivals like the Italiana festival. And that's where the Christmas tree is in the winter. Sort of towards the middle is usually a fountain, but I don't remember when they turned that off. It's probably this year to sort of stop the pandemic. There's little bumps on the ground that emit music. And up there is the stage. Over there is a parking garage. One of a few. Oh, there's a map. And that is the town square in relation to the rest of the place. That dark line down sort of the middle of the map is a sort of drainage ditch that really inconveniences the property. Because there's 3 roads that connect the southern section and the northern section. And there's 3 districts to the property. There's the southern district, which is sort of the entrance area. The central district, which is where we are right now. And the Dillard's district, which is desolate. Over here is a Build-A-Bear, which used to be next to a Go Calendars, Games, and Toys. They closed earlier in 2020. I think they closed late 2019 in November. But yeah, that's where it used to be. This is the Grove. It's sort of the only indoor mall section. Here's a photo of it. Over behind that little pagoda is a little play area. There's shops on both sides, and up on top used to be Marshall's, but they moved to a strip mall nearby a few years ago. This has never been occupied, as far as I know. As I remember, quite a while ago there was a haunted house in there. Here's sort of the southern area of the Central District along Northwest 86th Terrace. And that there is a rare sight. Someone actually sort of moving in. Either that or they're moving out. So there's Hereford House. One of the problems with this property is that there really isn't a food court. Subway is about the closest you'll get, but everything is sort of, I don't know, upscale. Those down there are what I like to call the edgy stores, which involve Spencer's, Zumiez, and Hot Topic. This is a leasing program. It's new. And this is situated at the end of another sort of access tunnel to one of the outer roads and parking lots. There's some offices. I'm betting that's one of the things that keeps this place afloat, because there are a decent amount of offices. This access tunnel is a little bit more decorated than the other one, with a fountain and more vending machines, and also an ATM. There's another shot of the area around the children's park. It's not that big. So over there are the edgy stores. So we're back on the Prairie View, which is sort of the main road of the property. And we're sort of heading between the two districts. This used to be a tomfooleries, and then another place took its place and didn't even last for a year. But it's pretty run down, and yeah, it's starting to fall apart. There's double doors. No, not double doors, spinning doors. And there's the Rush Creek garage. So yeah, the place that had tomfooleries hasn't been occupied since at least 2015. Here's the drainage ditch I was talking about before. That sort of separates the newer and older part of the property. And it really makes walking between the two halves quite, I don't know. It's not convenient. Oh, here's some footage of road work that hasn't been done. My camcorder stopped filming up ahead, but the parking lot has sort of started to like sink. And the new management is trying their best, but places keep leaving, no one's coming in to replace them. I think it's to the point where no one wants to come, so then they don't get money. So that's where my camcorder ran out of footage, so I had to start filming with my phone. I'm sort of now towards the center of the Dillard's district. There's a whole lot of empty stores. Those used to all be like upscale clothing stores, like Charming Charlie. That used to be sort of. It used to be a bistro, then it was a Cajun place. And a chocolate place before it became a Yankee Candle. And that over here used to be Yogurtini, which Yankee Candle was right next to. But they were kicked out. A lot of the windows have been painted black to prevent people from looking in, I guess. Over there is a Sephora. Yeah, and this used to be a Gymboree. This used to be a kitchen appliance store, but that's been gone for who knows how long. My kitchen appliance store was called Parmida. So over here, there's a few places left. There's a restroom. also provided a back way to a lot of shops. Just because the lights are on doesn't mean that it's open. So it was pretty well shut. This used to be a yoga place. I want to say they moved. I'm not too sure. This whole building to the left, right, is... There's rumors that it's going to become a ice skating rink, but over there is a Vision Works. Here's remnants of the pay stalls that pretty much led to the demise of this place. Over there used to be Farmers Insurance and like a Gymboree kids play area, I think. Now we get to the interesting part of the video, where I find some unsavory stuff in the northwest parking garage. So I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit and just sort of let things unfold, because they're rather disturbing.
Has about 3 stories to it. You never see more than a dozen cars in here. Which, I mean, you know, when a place spectacularly fails like this, you know, it's just sad to look at. You see what's on the upper level, the upper deck. Doubt there's much. There's an elevator. That's all rusted out. Maybe I don't want to take the elevator. And then there's space down there. So I'm debating. I don't want to take the elevators and I don't want to take the stairs. The elevator looks point. Floor indicators on, that's a good sign. Buttons are all yellowed. Just an old decrepit place. No, it's not even that old. This section opened in 2009. The first section opened in 2004. It's not even that old. How about no? Let's not take the elevator. That thing is a rust bucket. Of course. I mean, at least with these are concrete. Not. Is that what I think it is? Okay, I'm not going up to the upper level. Those are human feces. That's okie dokie. I didn't expect to see that today.
I just wanted to make sure, so I went back.
Curiosity shall kill the cat today. God, I hate this stairwell. I really do. It's still there. Oh God, right. Oh my God. This is revolting. It is. It is. Oh my God. I had my doubts earlier. Maybe it was a white sock or something. Oh, I'm saying fuck.
And back to the regular content. So, this area is called the Dillard's District because when this was built in 2009, Dillard's moved in from Metro North, which is kind of I'm not sure if it's ironic or not, in a sort of sad way, because Dillard's basically moved from one dying retail center to another dying retail center. Where Platte County had to start paying for it. And they ended up suing the old owners back in 2018. So that we wouldn't have to be taxed like crazy to keep this place going. And there was a little bit of... There was something with money where the old managers got fired for mishandling the money. And over here is the Dillard's. Probably the only sort of traditional anchor store There's a mask. Sort of sign of pandemic season. I was going to film a bit where me and my friends sort of goofed around in Dillard's, but they never responded. This place, I don't think it lasted very long, because the last time I was at Zona Rosa, they weren't even there. And then they closed. So yeah. So over here is their yoga place, where they moved to, I think. And here's some night air fuel for y'all. And someone tried to break the door open, I think. But yeah, here's a bunch of, I don't know, people. I think those are people. And I think those used to be in color. But the sun has bleached them over time. Obviously, hasn't gotten really any attention. There's part of the Christmas tree. Of course, that might be why the door is open as well. In here is mostly sort of storage. Like, there's a phone booth in there. And just a bunch of utility stuff. You can pause the video and see what's in there if you want to. Now... There's like cones back there, trash cans. Mostly just sort of random stuff. But this place really could have been something. Especially because it's not the only lifestyle center in Kansas City. Because you've got places like the Legends in Kansas City, Kansas, and the Plaza, and some places in Lee Summit, and also some traditional indoor malls still thriving here as well. Like you have East Hills, which is the funny meme mall up towards, oh yeah, here's something that doesn't happen often. Semi-trucks going through. We have East Hills up in St. Joseph. You have Oak Park Mall down in Overland Park. And Ward Parkway Center, which is sort of a hybrid mall. It has an indoor section, but it's also like a strip mall, so that's interesting. I might check that out sometime. You also have Independence Center, which is sort of, I don't know. Independence Center is sketchy. Over here is where Casey Pet Project moved to. And I think there used to be some sort of repurposed store in there. But other than that, it was left a while ago. There's some sort of institute in that big building over there. It's the that building is the something National American University. And here's a little phone booth with books in it, which used to be over by Planet Subs. Alright, bye everybody.